coming at you today in Dragonheir Silent Gods. That's right, we've teamed up with Dragonheir Silent Gods to bring you this channel. I'm thrilled with this partnership, man. Not only with Dragonheir, obviously, great opportunity to work with them, but also with you, Saph. It's going to be me and you almost every video. We might sneak in like a news video solo from time to time, but we're going to be going through on this journey together. And I'm thrilled, man. Welcome. How do you feel?
Thank you. Yeah, I'm really excited as well, mainly because, you know, I played the game a bit. I can't remember season one. Yeah. You haven't played much of the game.
Not much.
So I feel like we're going to get a really cool, fun experience between the two of us in kind of like exploring the world of Dragonheir. And it's a very fun game. It's really, really cool. I enjoy it. It's one of the few games that I've tried that has stuck with me. So yeah, I'm really excited to be teaming up, working with the living legend that is, of course, yourself.
Oh,
shush. It's really going to be fun.
Dude, it's going to be, we're already like kind of mapping out our content. We're going to record like a couple of videos today. And I'm thrilled already just talking about the game, hearing how passionate you are about the game. I've collabed with Scratch in the past, like a few times about the game as well. And I just loved it. You know, I was working with Dragonheir for a while and just trying to find a way to like start covering the game if they're open to any sort of collaboration. And eventually they were like, yeah, you know, they basically gave me the opportunity. I was like, I need a co-host, man. I need a co-host. And
it's a lot with on your own.
Yeah, they were like, well,
on your own, learning it all. It's a lot of content.
It's a lot. So I felt like my audience probably feels that way too. So it's going to be perfect to kind of learn from you through osmosis, throughout in the beginning, the middle, and even in the end, like for the viewers as well. So how long have you been playing this game? Like it's season 3 right now, but we're on season 1 to your point, right?
Yeah, so we're starting from the scratch. We're starting from the beginning again, which is one of the cool things. If you feel like, well, there's no point me starting, I'm so far behind. It's not like Raid where you've missed a bunch of fusions. You can play from the start, from season 1, and it's really cool. That's what we're doing. I'm on season 3 on my main account, so I've been playing since sort of midway or halfway towards the end of season 1, properly seriously from season 2. So I've been playing for a good 6 to 7 months. Okay. And experienced all the silly things you shouldn't do in the game and all the good things you should do. So, yeah, I would say I'm fairly experienced and knowledgeable on the game at this point, but I'm on season 3 knowledge. The game is different to season 1.
What is different so far about season 1? We have like why can't I move down here? First of all, like, why is my dude not moving down?
Wait,
get over here. Get over here.
Well, one of the cool things to know is actually you can use WASD if you want to on a keyboard.
Okay. Well, either way, I'm still. we'll do this. Maybe I do the battle first as part of the storyline.
Yeah.
Anyway. So tell us a little bit about your journey so far. 7 months. I'm sure there's been ebbs and flows, frankly. Again, this is, we're partners here with Dragonheir, but I told them, and I'll say it again here, is we intend to be honest too, like about the game, just like what you normally see in all of our content. If we want to see things added and stuff in the future or change, we're not going to be shy about it as well. What has your journey been like? Has there been, I imagine there's been ebbs and flows. What is your favorite thing about the game? And what have they addressed maybe along the way that maybe has brought you back, or if you were ever kind of waning in interest?
Yeah, so I think one of the biggest things that is part of Dragonheir that makes it the most interesting is the seasonal aspect. It is completely unique. I don't think there's ever been a game that we've seen, like certainly I've played in this genre in terms of like, hero collectors that have tried to make it more like a Diablo Path of Exile feel, where it's like, we have a seasonal reset and there's seasonal aspects to it. Some people are going to love it. Some people are going to probably hate it, but it's actually really cool the way that the seasonal model works, because you almost get a redo. So many times that we play Raid Shadow Legends, we build a hero and we're like, it was okay. I would kind of like want to play a different hero or something like that. When the seasonal reset happens, it's almost like, okay, you can now build different teams and they add new hero archetypes. So when the season resets, you almost feel like you get a bit of a fresh game and you can kind of like try different combos. Maybe you used the hero a lot last season, you don't use it as much this season, but the hero you used last season you didn't use. Now, because of the way that the new season works, actually it comes into fruition. So
does it feel though, like when a season resets, does it feel like you're losing a lot of progress too? Or you know what I'm saying? Like the reset kind of scares me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah, and I think we'll probably do a full video actually explaining what
seasons. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that.
It's so important because it's like core to the whole game concept. But I feel like without the seasonal reset, because of the way that they've built the systems, it would actually, you'd get bored very quickly, because the game is really about building teams. That is
okay.
different to a lot of other games.
Cool. Yeah.
A lot of other games is about building heroes. You'd farm the gear, you make that hero the best geared possible hero. Like Raid, for example, you find the highest damage Baron or something. That's not how this works. This is all about finding cool ways to build teams and interactions with heroes, because it's free gear swapping. Most players will be happy that I say that word. It doesn't cost you anything to swap gear, and their quality of life on gear is going to make you very happy. It is.
We have another whole video, Raid compared to, like, and I'm sure that will be a big focus too. That will be really cool. You mentioned Path of Exile and Diablo and stuff. What is your gaming history, Saph? Like, what games were you really into? What genres do you come from? And so do you play like Dungeons and Dragons back in the day? Like, because I know there's a lot of callbacks to D&D. There's actually a lot of collabs with Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah.
Yeah, like this game integrates deeply. Like it's got D20 dice rolls, D4 dice rolls. They have D&D collaborations. Like this game it's not a D&D sponsored game, but it's all of the tabletop feelings you normally get the RPG feelings.
I really like that,
my background is about 15,000 hours in Lord of the Rings online. That was where. Oh
man, you were just telling me. You were just telling me how much you love Lord of the Rings. Okay, so you're a Lord of the Rings gamer as well. How was that game? Was it good? Obviously,
amazing.
I guess it was.
It's so true to the lore of Lord of the Rings, which is the most important thing. Like, it's not like the Rings of Power TV show, which forever I shall never talk about again because it was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen as a Lord of the Rings fan. But the game was so good because you had all like the proper lore. You followed the ring. You got to go to Mordor. So I played that to death, to the point, and I still love the game, but I just don't have time to play MMORPGs.
Yeah, I hear you.
I've got a lot of Diablo experience. I played a lot of Diablo 3, Diablo 4. Might try the new season Diablo 4. It depends if I have time. And yeah, mostly I've been kind of like MMORPG, then into like more strategy type games. I used to have a super like long 10-sheet document for Farmville, believe it or not.
Oh yeah, dang man,
like the most optimal usage of Farmville. It got me a lot of Dropbox.
Does not surprise me, Saph, knowing you. You're all about optimization spreadsheets. I love it. I love it. That's really cool, though. I like that you have the MMORPG background as well. I do as well, but I'm super old. And I was really, really, really big into, like, similar to you, like kind of lost a couple years of my life to EverQuest. I'm not sure if you're familiar. But
EverQuest. Yeah. EverQuest 2 is still going, I think, which is outstanding.
Yeah. I mean, I swore it off in like 2003 because I was, I ruined my life playing the damn game. But the reason I say all that is because, you know, I loved it so much, but these games, and Dragonheir especially, just gives me a little bit of that feel, you know, a little bit of that feel. Like I'm a dad. I have a business. I have like a lot going on. You do too. And it's like, to your point, I don't have time to get into an MMORPG. However, I do have time for these sort of games, and it gives me some of that feel, which I really love, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm a min-maxer at heart. That's probably the best way to describe my game back. I min-max. I love min-maxing. So MMORPGs where it's like trying to find the best pieces for all to get the ultimate damage and ultimate survivability. That's kind of like what I love doing. So, you know, these hero collector games are kind of a callback to that, but doesn't necessarily require all the time investment in the world, because you can AFK farm some features and you can do that. I get quite bored with games if they play me. I don't like it when games kind of like tell you, click this, do this. I actually quite like games, and some of these hero collectors are really good at it, where you can build them in multiple different ways. You've got to use your brain and use your experience and knowledge and fun and grind to find the outcome and get the best. That really is what I like in gaming these days.
So you've done this all once in Dragonheir, obviously, on your own account. What are you most looking forward to in doing it all again? I mean, other than re-experiencing season 1 and stuff, is there anything that you're like, okay, I want to see if I can do this differently. I want to see, you know, are there any heroes that you're especially looking forward to? Or is there just anything that kind of strikes you as like, okay, I want to experience this again?
Yeah, I think the experience of like getting epics for the first time and having them really be like core to your account. You get to a point in season 3. Yeah, like you get to season 3 where a little bit some of the items and things you get makes it so that things can be a bit auto completed, in the sense that you get to like stage 9 very quickly if you have a lot of things. So having a bit more of a beginner account, but also being on a server as well that isn't full of the first time players, because I joined a day 1 server, which means that all of the original beta players, they were in there. So you were always behind the curve because they knew what they were talking about. And they also had season 0 stuff that came from the beta. So having a fresh start because the Dragonheir is very leaderboard driven. The game is very driven around like, you know, trying to be like, you get points for having the strongest poison champion. You get points for being like #1 against
That's cool.
the
So
world
people can
bosses.
kind of make a name for themselves, so to speak.
Exactly.
By being a master of a niche in the game, or more multiple if you're that hardcore.
Yeah, and there's also cool things like, for example, they will put a challenge for you to try and beat the dungeon in the fastest way, but with something that isn't the standard way of doing it, like the negative elements or only using rares. They have lots of little mini challenges and stuff.
Okay.
It's really cool. And I never really did that much in the seasons because, you know, the Krakens on my server, you know how these games are, you will get outspent. But hopefully they're starting new servers, because like the thing is, when they do the season combinations, they take all the active players and they kind of put them together, and eventually my server's now like, it's very competitive, which is fine. I just don't spend thousands of pounds on the game, you know. I'm not that kind of Kraken. But
are there is there like engagement? Talk about the social aspects of this game.
Yeah, so there's actually like the clan activities in this game is like huge. The clan is one of the most important things. So you know, if you play in the game, join a clan. Make sure you're in an active clan, because you get bonuses.
Are we gonna start a clan? Are we gonna start a clan, dude?
No, we can start a clan if you want.
We should invite our viewers, right?
We've got to make sure the people are there, that they're active. We need activity for our clan.
So don't just join willy-nilly. Play the game for a few days, and if you think you're gonna stick with it, then join. How many people can we have in our clan though?
I think it's 50.
Can I make one yet, or is that unlock later? We're at day one here, guys.
Yeah, once we finish the tutorial, we get active to all the different activities. And
well, guess what, guys? Guess what?
Oh, here we go. We're gonna have some D&D stuff. Look,
ooh,
there you go.
Did
Charisma
you play?
check.
Yeah, you never. Well, hey, we're not going to make a clan without making a video talking about our clans. So don't worry about it. You're not going to miss out. We'll make a video, turn your notifications or whatever. Okay, so you never answered my question. Did you play D&D ever, like growing up or whatever, or no?
I surprisingly, there's two things that most people would be shocked about. I never played World of Warcraft once.
Okay.
And I've not really played much Dungeons and Dragons or tabletop games.
Okay.
So a little bit like I haven't, but I did play Baldur's Gate 3 with the guys at HH Gaming, and that was so much fun. It really was. So there's like a world check here. So if you go.
Yeah, I was like, what did I do wrong?
If you go back and try to throw something, I think you can make him run away.
Throw something? How do I do that?
Yes, if you talk to him.
Oh, wow.
Oh, whoa, you got the daily check.
A lot of stuff over there.
Whoa. Let's not look at the event tab right now. If you go to the stubborn dog.
Yes.
And then.
I rolled and I lost, I think.
Yeah, I think you can still do it, though. Oh.
No. This guy's calling me. I don't know. Anyway, okay, I digress. I played a little D&D back in the day, but it was kind of one of those things where I was a teenager who basically didn't know what the heck I was doing. But do you really need to in D&D? It kind of, that's part of the magic of it. I think you just kind of mess around, right?
I think it's a time commitment, though. I think that's probably why. Like, I'm too much of an active gamer. I think with D&D you need a level of like role play, conceptual gaming, right? With some of the Baldur's Gate 3 is fine because you're actually playing the game for me. But if it's just like, we did do like a tabletop session once of it on a stream. And I was just like, I just want to charge in and destroy the world.
Yeah,
and they're like,
I got you. You really need to.
Not how this works.
You need that mental buy-in of the. Yeah, I got you. I think that's how I would be nowadays if I did it. I'd be like, what? No. Let's just do it. Hey, anyway, we have a exciting journey ahead of us. I'm thrilled for this channel, thrilled for the collab element of it. Obviously, like super excited about the game. It feels awesome so far. This is my second time through as well. I mentioned it. I thought I mentioned it at the beginning. If I didn't, it's my second time through as well, but I was super casual and only playing for like, I would just had too much on my plate at the time, honestly. So been able to clear enough time that I'm actually going to be able to enjoy it with you along this journey. So thrilled for the channel, man. I can't wait. Be on the lookout. We have another video coming tomorrow as well, guys. Kind of a day one, what to do day one. Then we'll kind of take it from there. And obviously we'll progress and help you guys along your journey as well. Saph, any final words, man?
No, I'm looking forward to it. I think we, already collecting some weird marrow. That's going to be exciting for the summons video.
Yeah.
Once we get to the tutorial, the world is going to open up and there's going to be so much for us to explore.
I can't wait, man. Until then, thanks for watching, guys. Go ahead and subscribe and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks, Dragonheir, for sponsoring the video.